What's up, YouTube? DUBKDAD. For those of you who saw my long-ass 27-minute video with the voice actor panel from the Yu-Gi-Oh series, and you're probably wondering why he asked us to turn off the cameras. It wasn't because he didn't want you guys to know what he was talking about. It was just that there was a lot of emotion involved in what he was talking about, and what Greg Abbey and others plan on doing is putting together some type of benefit tournament, convention, or whatnot for Dan Green. For those who don't know, Dan Green's wife passed while giving birth to their child, and it's been really tough on him. So Greg Abbey wants to put together a little something for his friend, and I think that's a really cool gesture. It was really cool during that whole little deal while the cameras were off, and people that were there can attest to this. He, called my name out in front of everybody, called out my channel, gave me a little shout out, and, he just kind of wanted to show appreciation for everything that we do on YouTube, for the community. And, I was blown away that he would do that in front of all those people. I thought that was pretty cool. Also really cool about Greg Abbey was after the voice actor question panel was done, he came and sat down with Draco DMD, Underworld 667, and myself, and just chatted it up with us like we're all buddies, like we were his peers. And I thought that was amazing that someone like that would sit down with us. I mean, that just blows me away. I didn't, you don't expect that kind of thing, but he did, and it was pretty cool. But he just wanted to thank us for what we do, and he let us know that if there's anything that we needed, and that if he could do it, just to let him know. And we were just like, well, sure. So Underworld 6667, jumped in right away. It was like, well, I have this segment on my channel called Binder Blunders. It'd be really cool if I could get you to say my little punchline. And of course, he did a couple of takes of the punchline for Underworld. And so now, we can do all kind of bits with Greg Abbey's voice, and I just think that was, I just thought that was awesome. I didn't really ask him for any favors. I was just still geeked out that he was sitting next to us, that he remembered who I was, and that he, basically gave me a shout out in front of the entire audience. And, so I was just sitting there in awe. And it's pretty rare when I don't have a whole lot to say. But I was, I was in awe of the whole thing. Now I want to talk to you guys about Gustav Max and the ban lists. The only way I am comfortable with Gustav Max being released in the TCG is if it's after September 1st and after a lot of the BS in the game has been fixed. Yes, I run Hieratics, but I don't feel comfortable with Red MD being at 3 and Hieratics and Attune and Future Fusion and Tour Guide and all those cards still being, untouched or unhindered in some kind of way. I'm not saying that Tour Guide needs to be hit, but banning something like Sangin will decrease the playability of Tour Guide to an extent. Putting Red MD at 1 does not affect Hieratics very much. They're less likely to OTK, but you can still OTK. You'll just have to play the deck differently. And that just, I don't know. I just feel that I just have this feeling that they're not going to do anything about it, since Hieratics don't make a really big showing in the TCG. or I should say the showing in the TCG is pretty much irrelevant, and Insectors and Heroes and other decks are more prevalent in Japan, they may just see Hieratics as an anomaly and just do like they did with Lightsworn, basically tailor fit the format for one certain deck to dominate. And Konami's done it in the past, like I said, with Lightsworn, hit everything and made Lightsworn God tier. They may do something to have Six Samurais be God tier, and so it'll be in the format of Hieratics versus Six Samurais, as those being the two decks with the least amount of damage done by the ban list, and maybe some additional support or some cards brought back to help them, get good. I mean, Konami do some stupid shit like put Shin back to 3, Gateway to 2, or like Mega Capital G said, put Cold Wave to 1. So then, as a hieratic player, on my first turn, I can go Convocation, summon card, no Veiler, cool, play my duality, get what I need, tribute, draw 2 cards, pass my turn with a handful of hand traps, and then on my turn, play Cold Wave, and then just nut on the field and get it all in your hair and in your mouth and all over your face, and and I just don't think that that's going to be very healthy for the game, Randall. I'm sorry, nephew, but Cold Wave can't come back. Gustav Max, I mean, I'm glad at least they didn't make it like a YCS prize card, because that would have been ridiculous if they made Gustav Max a prize card. I'd have been so pissed, but they didn't. Made it hard for everybody to get. And again, I'm not saying that people shouldn't have it. I just don't think that in the current state of the game it's very healthy for the game, because people will find a way to break it. You can trust and believe I'm going to try to find a way to break that shit. And I just think it's a big no-no. So what I want you guys to do down below, comment. Let me know if you'd be willing to attend a benefit type tournament or whatever that Greg Abbey is talking about hosting. And, if you'd be willing to travel across the country and attend something like that. They're going to have like live action duels. They're going to be many members of the 4Kids Network or whatever it's called there to sign autographs and take pictures and whatnot. I just think it'd be a really cool experience. And if people are going to be willing to check that out, I mean, I definitely say it'd be worth checking out. Also, comment down below about how you feel about this format and where it might be headed with the release of Gustav Max, especially. I mean, depending on when we get that card, will determine how much current format Yu-Gi-Oh! I'll be playing. Because as you can see here, I'm doing a bunch of self-touching in this video. It's much more fun to play GOAT format, which is this deck that I'm Solitaire playing with. It's much more fun to play this. You actually have to think out your plays. You have so much freedom in the construction of your deck. There's just so many variables you can throw into your deck and do all kind of cool things. And, you can just keep your opponent off balance. You don't have to play the same decks as everyone else to be competitive. You can just come up with your own creative shit and then blow your opponent out of the water, and then not have to worry about them top decking Insector Dragonfly with a Hornet Engrave and blowing all your shit up and just sacking you to the win. Yep, but this deck I built is pretty derpy. Well, I'm out, guys. Gotta get some sleep. It's kind of late. It's DUBKDAD, and I'm out.